here we are. I have not been live in a long time. So I just thought tonight, I know it's late, but tonight we're going to go over these Flotech hot ends, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Morphex TPU that is in process. It's coming, guys. So if you haven't heard about the Morphex TPU, so it's a TPU that is a 95A before you print it, and then after you print it, it morphs into a 70A shore hardness, which is pretty soft. I've got some here. I'm going to show you guys this. This is probably, well, this is the second roll. There's one other roll that somebody has, and I gave them one roll. This is the other roll, and this is a purple, and this is the Morphex right here. And then I have it in a black as well. So we'll talk about that a little bit while we're working, but I'm going to be installing these micro Swiss Flotech hot ends on the K2 Plus, and then I'm also going to be throwing it on the X1C as well. Micro Swiss was nice enough to send us out uh, a hot end for all the machines that we have, and then they also sent us out these Diamondback nozzles, and these are the 300s, not the 350s. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna throw these things on. The K2 hot end, the K2 Flotech hot end just came out right after Rocky Mountain Rep Rap. We saw it at the Rep Rap Festival, and I talked to the rep there, and so here we are. So yeah, oh, let's see who all's in here. What's up, Blitz? Blink 3 times if you aren't being held. Damn, do I look like I'm being held hostage or what? So yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on a little mobile mount that I have, and I'm gonna take you with me, and we're gonna get these installed. And I'm not sure which nozzles. So they sent out a bunch of these nozzles, right? And these are not the high flow nozzles, right? And the reason why I did not want high flow nozzles is because of stuff like this, right? And so typically when you're printing specialty filaments, high flow nozzles tend to cause problems. And so, and I do a lot of specialty filaments. So they did send out a few high flow, but the majority of what they sent out, these are just regular CM2s. Now I think their high flow is a CMT or a CHT, something like that. And so, yeah, that's how you can tell the difference. And also the high flow on the Flotech will have this little symbol right here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let's see. Let me get my face out of the way. So yeah, it'll have this little symbol right here on the edge. And I think it's a CHT. But yeah. What's up, Duck and Roll, Blaze, Binary Blitz? So, hey, if y'all don't mind, tap down in the chat if you're in here, where you're from, what state. I'm in Texas. Where's everybody at? I know Blaze is in Florida. Open sauce next month. Well, Jesus Christ, you better go to that for sure. State of denial. Man, I feel like we're in the same state. Also Oklahoma. Oh, okay, cool. 2 Okies in here, huh? Okay. Y'all aren't very good at football, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're going to get this thing going. So I feel weird putting this on now since you mentioned hostages. I don't know if you guys seen that guy at the, what was it? There was a guy, they strapped a bomb to his neck, and then they made him, they made him go in and rob a bank. And then they blew him up while he was sitting in the street. I saw it on some crime show the other day. But yeah, not a very good look now that you mentioned hostage. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna install these things, man. Duck and Roll, you've already done this, so yeah, not much help for you. But for those of you who haven't installed the Flotech hot end on your K2 Plus, this will be the video for you. I already put one in for one of those days. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to open source for sure. That would be a good one to go to. So I'm gonna put you guys here with me. Now you get to see. See, this is what I see. Whole time I'm looking at you guys, I see nothing but wires and cameras and and just clutter, man. I've done my best to keep that looking nice, and it's not easy. It is definitely not easy. So I'm gonna take you guys with me and see what we got here. All right, that's a K2 Plus hot end. That's one. I guess we're gonna do that first. So I just figured I would go live. Since I'm doing this, I might as well go live, and maybe it'll help somebody when they go to install theirs. And then, so yeah, while I'm doing this, let's talk about MorphX, right? So MorphX is in production. I just sent this off today. So we designed the box today. So this is the little diagram that they send you, and then you have to basically fill it out like what you want where. And so we got that in today. And so hopefully it'll be here soon, guys. It will be here soon. Let's see. We got. Can't wait to try it. That's quite the setup, huh? Yeah. It's definitely not cheap, man. It's taken a lot of money over a long period of time to get that where it's at, but I'm glad it's there. Oh, so just so say check this out. So this is MorphX right here, and let me see. This is the shoe that I printed, and this was like my calibration shoe. As you can see, like right here, I got some bad layer adhesion there, and it started out okay. Well, yeah, it actually started out pretty good, and then we get some bad layers here, and then bad layers here all of a sudden, and then it looks like I got it tuned in there towards the end. If you look at the very end of the shoe, look at that. It got tuned in right at the end because I don't know, it was so intermittent. It's weird because like down here, it doesn't look that great. Here, it looks good, and then of course at the very end, when I finally figured out all the settings and got it tuned in, it looks really good. But yeah, that was like 50 something hours. Definitely want a couple with it. Yeah, yeah, you definitely. I'm doing these hot ends, and I think it will be a good thing for the MorphX with these hot ends. So this is it right here. So if you talk about adhesion, yeah, and that's with nothing on the plate. That's just the blue plate. That's it. But as far as first layer goes, I mean, I definitely had that dialed in. I mean, it that first layer is absolutely perfect. So I don't know. It was kind of weird, man. Like the intermittent, like how it went good, and then all of a sudden this, and then good. So I really don't know if it was all the way settings or maybe the printer. I'm not sure. I need to, now that I have more, I'm going to do another test run. And uh-oh, I need to extrude that because I still have a little piece in there. Yeah. So I need to extrude that. Let's see. Yeah, retract. I said extrude, but we're gonna retract. Uh-oh. Yeah, and I need to print some more of these clips. These clips that I got from Fire, they just have not done me well. And I think it was the filament that I used. I'm not sure. I'm gonna adjust. It's gonna be bumpy. Hold on. There you go. All right. And yeah, that's the MorphX Nuggy. Yeah, Fire is supposed to be the professional, and here we are with shitty clips. So let me get this shoe out of here. But oh, let me show you guys real quick while we're waiting on that to do that. So here's the other shoe, right? That I did in the this is a Creality 95A. So I'm gonna push right here so you guys can see. I mean, I can't even push that. That is just crazy, the 95A, the hardness of it. And then for this one, this is the 95A that morphs to the 70, and it's just night and day difference. Now, one thing that I did have to do, and you're going to have to do this as well when you get it, your infill is going to be totally different for this. So this is the same shoe, same print. I did 15% infill on this. I didn't think about it, and I started this print with 15% infill, and I got like right there, and I had to stop it because I saw how soft it was going to be. So yeah, you're gonna have to bump up your infill, which takes more time to print, unfortunately. And I think on this one I did 30% infill, and it's perfect. So, but I did a modifier, so I did to save time. I did 30% on the sole, and I just basically did it right there. And then up here I still did 15%. So because you want it soft up here, so it doesn't mess with you. So yeah. My shoe collection down there. Right. I can't even print TPU normally. Well, if you've done the mod, you should be good if you have a K2. But yeah, we're about to get this thing. Let's see if it came out. Yeah. All right, cool. I might have to back that screw off. Oh no, it's coming out. There we go. Cool. All right. I'm going to put you guys back in this mount right here. I just can't see the chat that well when you guys are in this chest mount. So I have to take it out to check every now and then. So yeah, this hot end is pretty straightforward to install, honestly. Oh, we got to unlock. Okay, got the motors unlocked. And let me angle you guys up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, basically with this one, it's just 4 screws to do this hot end on the K2 Plus. It is very, very, very simple to do, to install the Flotech. And oh, I probably need to turn this thing off. So if you're gonna do this, make sure you turn off your printer. If you want to leave it on, that's up to you. This is my printer and I paid for it. So if I mess it up, that's on me. But I'm not suggesting that you leave your printer on. It's your warranty, your printer. You do what you want, though. I feel I have to say that because if I don't, somebody's going to do it and blame me and say that they watch me do it like that. Okay. I like taking risk. Let's take the risk. There's the fan. There's that. Now I'm doing it with it on, so you're gonna get the thermistor disconnected. Who cares? We're good with that. Come on, guy. My hands are too big. Okay, there we go. Unplugged now. We are good. And look at this little thing I printed here. This thing is awesome. It's just, it won't go down all the way in there. I do not know why. This one, it did perfect. And this one, I cannot get it to go all the way down. I mean, I pressed really hard and I can't get it to go. I gave up on it. I don't care. So yeah. So if you're wondering why would you swap over from this hot end to the Flotech, right? Well, the main benefit for Flotech for me is the swappable nozzles, right? So if you have Flotech hot ends on all of your machines, then you can basically use the same nozzle on every single machine that you own, which for me, since I have a variety of machines, is game changer. Now, does it heat up better? Does it heat up faster? That I have not really paid attention to. Um, Maybe it does. I don't know. I have one installed on my other K2 because I have 3 K2 pluses and I have one on my other K2. And How did I do this last time? I cannot remember. Okay. So we're going to go like that. Yeah. Okay. So on this one, the wire goes in the front and the red will be facing you. So that's how you'll know. And you're going to need to reuse your screws or bolts from your OEM hot end. So that is just going to plug right up in there. This is so simple to do, guys. And it just opens up your options as far as nozzles big time. I'm going to put the diamond nozzle on here, the Diamondback. Now, those things are not cheap, and I do not know if I was paying for it, like if I would buy one just because they're over $100, I believe. But they say that they have a lifetime warranty on them. And so honestly, if you had it, I mean, $100 isn't bad for lifetime, I guess, considering the other ones do wear out. I need to check the chat. I mean, this literally what took me 2 minutes to do, guys. Now make sure you tighten these top ones down real good. I mean, don't overdo it, but you definitely want to go until it stops. And these did have Loctite on them. I'm not putting Loctite back on them, but it wouldn't hurt if you did. I probably will come back and do some Loctite on them just because they already had it on them. These ones on the top had Loctite, not these. The ones in the front did not have Loctite. Okay, there we go. Now we just simply plug it in and do our calibrations. And you want to be very careful with these wires, these copper wires right here. Or not copper. Well, I don't know if they are copper. They look copper. I'm going to clip that in. And we'll clip this bottom one in. Yep. Let's go. Okay. Now, of course, we still have the error up here. We're not worried about that. We're going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug this in so it's not dragging it around. There. Okay, so I guess we will run the calibration and then I'm going to go to the next machine and then I'm going to check the chat right now, guys. Let's do level. We might as well just do all of them. That's fine. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done a auto leveling on this thing in probably quite a while. I need to get all this stuff off of here because it's going to start going. Okay, there we go. So that one's good. Now we got another K2 to do. And there's my sticker wall on my K2. You guys probably haven't seen that because in the video it's so far away. But yeah, these are stickers that I've collected at events. Filament Stories, I got that from Courtney at Filament Stories. I got that. I forget the guy's name at West 3D. Dud V2. Diamondback Nozzles. That's the one I just got from Micro Swiss. That's Prusa. That came with the Core 1. This came with the K2 Plus. I got this at Rep Rap from Lightburn Rep. Spray bike. Spray bike is what I used on the Creality dirt bike. So it's a spray filler primer, and it's very 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 good. If you look up spray bike filler primer on Amazon, it's not cheap, but it is very 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 good. It's thick stuff, but yeah, it's good. I got that from the Hedamame guy at Rep Rap. Dud V2 printed solid. I think I ordered something and that's how I got that. Let's see, Micro Swiss Gloop. I got that from the scientist at Rep Rap. I did an interview with them at Rep Rap, which you guys haven't seen yet, and it's being edited as we speak. And let's see, Adobe. I got that at Vid Summit, which is coming up. That was Vid Summit 2024. And yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, that one I got from Courtney as well, Filament Stories. And that's just like a bunch of little filament. And then I made that one on the Cricut. So yeah, that's it. Fusion filaments. Yeah. All right, let's get back to work. So now I'm gonna have all these basically brand new hot ends. Well, this one's not brand new. I printed a ton of carbon fiber on this thing. So this machine is mainly what I printed the Creality 11th anniversary dirt bike with, and I have not changed the nozzle yet. It is not worn out either, and it still looks just as good from day one. I probably ran, how many rolls of carbon fiber did I run through this? I think I ran 18 rolls of carbon fiber through this. Carbon fiber hyper PLA, whatever it is from Creality. So yeah, um, it is a good nozzle for sure. All right, time check chat. Let's see. I'm gonna flip you guys around. All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna get this other one ready, and then I'm gonna go over there. All right. Let's see. Going fishing tomorrow. Nuggy said he's going fishing tomorrow. Oh damn, Binary Blitz. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Hey, you're my first super chat, bro. You're my first super chat. Thanks, bro. You don't have, hey, y'all don't have to do that though. Don't do that. I appreciate it, but yeah, you guys don't have to do that. I do appreciate it though. It's really cool. But yeah, you're my first one. That's super cool. I'm gonna post that later. I'm gonna post it. I totally forgot that that was even enabled. So that's so cool. That's cool, man. I don't know. I'm trying to check the chat. So if it looks like I'm just staring at you all stupid, that's what I'm doing. Oh, Nuggy's gone. Okay, cool. Get some rest for fishing tomorrow. Okay, cool. I know Fire needs one. Those stock hot ends for Discord. Keep the stock hot ends for a giveaway. Yeah, I don't know. You think people would want the stock hot ends? What do you guys think? I've been wanting to try those hot ends at some point. Yeah, Josh, those these hot ends are actually sick. If you have a few machines, and let's say like I have a variety of machines, so for me the biggest deal is being able to use the same nozzle on all of my machines. So for me that's huge. Now what I'm gonna keep in an eye on is, well, I guess what I need to do is heat up the hot end on the K2 Plus before I change it, because I've already changed two. I've only got one left, and see how long it takes to get, let's say, to 220. How many seconds does it take to get to 220? And see if the stock is faster than the Micro Swiss. See which one's faster. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Is there, I'm a little late. Is there a lot of recalibration? No, not really. All you really need to do is re-level your bed. So anytime you change nozzles, you need to re-level the bed so it can do another bed mesh, because the nozzle might be, you know, a half a millimeter longer, shorter, whatever. I just hit all the calibrations on the menu just because there's no reason not to. So, but you don't have to. Totally up to you. But yeah, you definitely need to re-level. So anytime you make that change. But yeah, very simple. I'm not in a rush, so I just did belt tension, cutter, all the calibrations. So yeah. Oh, what's up, Big Mex? Thanks for dropping in, bro. I haven't been live, man. I really haven't. I just got back from New York, and yeah, I've been working on videos and trying to get this stuff out. I haven't even put out the CES footage that I got in January, and that's sad. That's really sad. I've been going through it with these editors, and I think I finally got one that's legit. Why is this in my shot? I think I finally got one that's legit. So this guy is like, they're pumping it out pretty quick. So I guess we'll see. I want to see the flexibility of it when it's just filament. Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. So right now it's more like a 95, a 95A. It's not super flexible as of now. Well, I guess it is, yeah. I mean, but it's not like very, very soft. So I'm gonna take it like this, and I'm trying to put it up to, let's see, my eyes, right? So you can see if it moves past left or right. You see it? It doesn't move past left or right very much. I'm pulling to the right and it moves probably that much. It doesn't have a lot of flex because I'm telling you, it's a 95A right now. So it's not super soft yet. It doesn't get soft until you heat it up. And that's when the reaction happens. And then it basically morphs into a 70A. So Nuggy, I don't know if you were here, but let me show you real quick. So this, what is that? Okay. So this is a 95A Creality TPU, right? And this thing is very, very hard. Just like any 95A, it's not just Creality. But I'm going to show you this, and I'm pushing with one finger, and I'm pushing as hard as I can. And that's about all you're going to get. That's a really stiff. Now, if I use my thumb and really get on there, then I can do it, right? These aren't shoes that you want to wear. These are not going to be comfortable. Now, this is the MorphX, right? So same TPU, 95A, but now that it's printed, it's morphed into a 70A, and 70A is substantially softer than a 95A. Look at that. Now I have worn these, and they have not given me any blisters, or I've worn them with no socks, and just to see. And these I can hardly even put on, honestly. Like, they hurt your feet big time because 95A is not meant for shoes. It's just not. And you want to use a softer filament for shoes, but then again, it's very hard to print. So that's why this is so uh just crazy that this can do this, because it solves two problems. It solves one problem of being able to print really soft filaments. It's hard to do. So um, the 95A, because it starts out as a 95A, it's not that hard to print. It's, it's just like any other 95A filament. And then the transition doesn't happen until after you print it, and then it cools and all that good stuff. So yeah. So do I think it's printable without adjustment? No. No. And no, there is not a release date. We're hashing out the box details as we speak. So yeah, I'll be the first buyer. Okay, yeah. See you, Blaze. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, no release date. We're working on it. So I showed them earlier. I don't know if you were in here, but this is the box, and we're working on getting details here. I've already sent that over to them. So yeah, it'll probably take 3 weeks once everything's finalized to get over here, because I'm not paying that astronomical high shipping to fly it over, because then I would have to raise the price of the TPU, and I don't want to do that. I would rather wait 3 weeks to get it than to raise the price on you guys. Um, there's another company that came out with something similar, and they're charging around 50 bucks a roll. And I think that's where we're going to land on this one. We're going to be somewhere in the high 40s, low 50s, because it is a specialty filament. It's not just PLA or anything like that. And it does cost quite a bit more to produce. Yeah, no, I'm not going to raise. I'll wait. I'm not going to raise it. I will wait. Um, but yeah, so I am going to have it in this lavender color. And then I'm also gonna have it in black. So if you want to do black shoes, and this filament is really geared towards shoes and wearables, right? I mean, I guess you could do phone cases and stuff like that, but honestly, uh, it's more of a wearables thing. If you want to print shoes and stuff, it's not a basketball filament, so I would not suggest printing a basketball with it because it's not gonna bounce. It's gonna be way too soft. So yeah. So let me do this. I'm going to take you guys with me, and then I need to install the other hot end. Let's see. Let's turn you guys around. So yeah, let's put you guys here. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna see how long it takes. Let's see, what time is it? 11:25. How long it takes to heat up to 220? Let's see before I change it. Let's see. Maybe I should do a stopwatch. No, okay, it just turned 11:26. Let's go. It's not going to be a precision time, but it'll get us to the minute at least. So 11:26, I started it. I guess we're going to see what it does. And then I'm going to put the Flotech hot in there and see how long it takes to heat up to 220. So we're still at 11:26. Oh no. There we go. So it's going to be less than a minute. So we're at 220 already. So I'm going to start counting. 1, 2. Man, I should have done a stopwatch. That was so dumb. I'm going to try to gauge when it changes about how many seconds difference it was. Okay. So it's probably like 20 seconds. So it took like 40 seconds, I guess, to get to 220. But I guess we'll see. I'll do the other hot end just to see if it's like a crazy difference. So this one I need to retract it. Let's go filament. Okay, this one I have the proto pasta on there. This is the proto pasta. Which one is this? The metal filament. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see. Yeah, this is the proto pasta iron PLA. It's pretty good. I've actually got some sitting in there. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Okay. So I've got some sitting in salt and vinegar right now because I'm trying to make it rust, and it's coming out actually pretty decent. I don't know if Duck in a Row if you're still in here, but I've got that stuff in salt and vinegar right now. I might go get it, show you guys, because I have the copper in there too to get that patina look. And I wonder when this plate is going to come out, guys. This is the cryo grit plate. It's the for the K2 Plus. Unfortunately, I've got the only one in the US right now, and they have not came out with the other one yet. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna check the chat. Okay, Nuggy, see you, man. I overdid mine. What do you mean, Duck in a Row? You overdid yours. What'd you overdo? Oh, you mean you're talking about the metal filament, right? This thing's doing its input shaping, I guess. Yeah. Sounds crazy. This one's not that loud. Now that X1 carbon, oh my god, that thing gets loud. I don't know what I'm waiting on. This thing's already done. Take my little thing off. I can't do it one-handed. Okay, there we go. So we got that out. Now we need to unlock the motors. Where we at? Okay. Yeah, changing these hot ends is super simple. It is very, very simple. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do this. Now again, if you just joined, I highly suggest you turn off your printer before you do this. I am doing mine with my printer on because it's my printer and I can't. But I don't suggest you do it. But again, it's your printer, do what you want. I'm gonna take out these two. And you are going to keep these bolts right here because you're going to have to reuse them. And I'm going to go ahead and unplug. Now, let's see, grab these right here. These are just little tabs right here. They're really simple to get out. So, ooh, that's a little warm. I forgot I heated it up. My fingers are so big, I have to use this. Okay, there we go. Do the same thing on the bottom. That one has a tab as well. Just squeeze and pull. There we go. If you do it with your printer on, you're going to get an error. Don't worry about it. Just hit OK. See you later. Okay, now this one might be a little tricky because this one has the lid on. There we go. It's a lot easier if you take that lid off. So yeah, now once I get that Flotech hotend on here, on all of my machines, I'll have the same nozzle will fit every single one of my machines. And that is absolutely amazing for me. That makes life so much easier. Okay. And you know what? I have not modded this extruder yet for TPU. I don't know if any of you guys in here have seen my TPU video, but honestly, if you swap out the spring on the K2 Plus, wow, that seems different. Oh, not good. Man, this thing left all that filament. That's okay. But yeah, if you swap out the spring on the K2 Plus, yeah, you could print TPU with it reliably. I made a video on it. You can go check it on my channel. I've got almost over 200 hours printing with that mod on my printer, and I think I've had one failure in 200 hours. It's crazy. So you can go like you can start printing TPU kind of like you do PLA, like reliably, and walk away from it. So yeah, and it's just simply this screw, pull it off, and swap out the spring, put it back on, and then you'll have a thumb screw right there to be able to adjust your tension on your filament. That's the biggest deal when printing TPU is the tension on the filament. That's what causes all the jams and all that stuff. So if you can control the tension on your filament, oh wow, my watch went off. That's weird. If you can adjust the tension on your filament, then yeah, then you'll be able to do TPU. And then what you'll do when you want to do any other filament besides TPU, then like right here, I don't know if you guys can see mine. I have a set screw on mine right here on the side. It's going to be right there. I'm going to move and then it'll focus. Or here, let me see if I can make it focus. Nope, it won't. So you should be able to see that set screw. So whenever I want to print any type of hard filament, I tighten it all the way down. Whenever I want to print TPU, I back it all the way out and tighten it down like 2 turns. And then that allows me to print TPU on the K2 Plus. And I've heard people do it on the K1s as well, and they're having success with that. So there we go. That hotend is installed, ready to go. So now we're going to do this one real quick. Let me get another K2 Flotech hotend over here. Let's see. Is that a Flotech? Yep, that's a new one. And guys, I can't see the chat. I'll check it in just a sec. And that's so cool. Blitz, if you're still in here, man, you're my first super chat. That's so cool. I don't I will never ask for that, guys. I just appreciate you guys being here. So okay, there we go. That thing's a beast, man. I love that billet aluminum look. So this is what I took out. As you can see the difference there. That's what I took out, and this is what's going back in. So really the difference is honestly just in height, and that's it. So yeah, this one's a little bit taller. That's it. Okay, let's go get this bad boy put in there. Okay. Keep these screws. All right, once I get this in there, I'll check the chat real quick. Let me get this put up. Damn, how many times did I drop that? And on this, you're gonna put the red in the front. That's how I remember it. And you just slide it up in there, and you'll feel it go in the extruder. You want to make sure that this copper piece right here goes in the extruder, and then you should be good. Yep, there you go. Okay. And I just snug them up a little bit until I get them all in, and then I'll go back and do a tighten, because I still have 2 more up top to put in, and those are the ones you want to make sure you get those tightened down. Okay, let's see. Dude, how do we get 6,009 likes? How did that happen? Is that real? That can't be real. My screen is showing 6,009 likes. Like that can't be real. There's no way. There hasn't even been that many people in here. Okay, now if you watch this one, you'll see a little gap between this heatsink and that, and you just want to make sure you tighten those down basically until your tool doesn't turn anymore, easily at least. I wouldn't go too crazy, but yeah. And you might want to do Loctite, because the top 2, they did have Loctite on them. Now here is where you want to be careful. You do not want to break this wire or bend it too many times, anything like that. So the orientation of this, the clip needs to be up on this one and down on the other one. So just keep that in mind when you're bending it around, that you're bending it how it's going to plug in. And make sure you plug it in just straight, not all sideways and all that, especially if your printer's on. So like I said, I don't suggest doing this with your printer on. Just turn your printer off to be safe. Okay, there we go. And then what I do is I just kind of bend these up like that. Make sure they're in that little channel right there. And then you're good. And then there's your hot end, there's your nozzle. These have high flow nozzles. I'll be taking these off because I don't use the high flow nozzles very often, because I print too much specialty stuff. I might leave the high flow on this one. And then again, I might put the diamond nozzle on this. I don't know if I'm even going to use those yet. They're so expensive. I'm scared to mess with them. Okay, that one's in. Now, after you get that installed, you're simply going to go, let's see where we're at. Hello. Okay, there we go. And honestly, you could just do bed leveling, but me, I'm going to do all of them. Why, when I hit belt tension, it does all of those? That is so strange. Let's try that again. Auto leveling, belt tension. Yeah, it never used to do that. I used to have to go hit all of them. Now when I hit belt tension, it hits all of them, which that's cool, but yeah, it never used to do that. Okay, let me plug. I need to plug my PTFE tube in so it's not dragging around. I still have a little bit of filament in there. That's okay. Okay. So now we got that in. Let's get this out of here. And man, I can't wait to get these cryogrit plates. Look at this thing. It's massive. I can't wait to get these for all the K2s. cannot wait. This thing is sick. It is absolutely sick. Okay, let's see. Start detecting. Filament detected in extruder. Oh my god. Really? Okay. Well, I guess that was enough to mess with it. I need to pull that out. Okay, we need to pull this out. This is bad. My little thing fell. Okay, that came totally off. Just a sec, guys. I don't know if I can do this with you guys. Oh yeah, there, we got it. Okay, great. I'll fix that later. That needs a screw or a bolt in it. Let's see, it's gonna fall again. Okay, now we should be good. I had a little bit of filament sticking out of the PTF tube and it was detecting it. So now let's see if we're good. All right, now we're good. So you should be doing your auto calibrations and make sure that's on good. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go to the review studio. This is my main little studio, and then the review studio, I have some more printers over there, and we're going to go check those out. And I have an X1C that I need to install. Oh, you know what? I still have the K1 Max. I need to put this bad boy on. Man, okay, let me check the chat real quick, and then we'll see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, cool. So, what do you guys think about that custom build plate right there? Stay ready to 3D print build plate. I have an extra one that I might be giving away. And let's see. So, my K1 Max, I've got the CFS mod installed on it. And as you can see, all of my printers, I have the Stay Ready to 3D Print light kit in. And if you guys want to get a light kit for your 3D printer, you can go to the website, stayreadyto3dprint.com, and your printer can be lit up bright like these, because I can guarantee you they do not come like that. Especially the K2 Plus. It comes with, if you look right here, one little bitty light strip right here, and it comes with another little bitty light strip over there. And with my kit that I make, it goes all the way around the printer like a U, and you just simply, let me show you right here. Where's it at? Right here. All you do is unplug that one, you unplug the factory one, and you plug mine in, and it takes like 2 minutes to install it. It's so simple. Oh, you like that plate, Duck? Yeah, that thing's I have another one too. I had it made, and I'm trying to figure out how they do the white on here, because I want to make my own, and I think it's screen printing is how they're doing it, because I did do some laser printing on one, but it's not color obviously, but I did laser and it came out great. But yeah, so look under here, that's crazy. So I did install this little guy for the wipe strip. I put it back there, that way I didn't have any issues with that thing. That way you can swap out your bed and your little wipe strip's not in, because I do swap these quite often. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know if I want to dive into this K1 right now. I really don't, because this thing's modded. I've got the Nomi V2 on there, and yeah, I'm not diving into that right now, guys. I'll do the K1 off stream because it might be a little intensive. I'm not sure if it's going to be that way or not. So I'm going to take you guys into the other studio, and we're going to go put the X1C Flotech on. And then I'll probably put these diamond nozzles on there. Here's the diamond nozzles, guys. Duck, if you're still in here. So I've got two 0.6 nozzles, and I've got one 0.4. And they come in this little metal case right here, which I guess for the price, they ought to deliver them to your front door on a platter, really. Come here. But again, I talk about price, guys, on these things. Yes, they are expensive, but they have a lifetime warranty. And the rep at Micro Swiss said that they have not been able to wear one out yet. Does that mean that you can never wear it out? No. But they did say that they haven't worn one out yet. And these things have the diamond tip on them, 300 degrees or 300 Celsius on these, and they're actually coming out with one that's 350. So yeah, that's it right there. I might, this is a 0.4. I'm not going to put that. Hey, what's going on here? I'm not going to put that one. I like to use 0.6. I wish I would have seen it before I opened it. Because I'll probably put, oh no, I can. I wonder if this has the, I need to look and see if this has the high flow stuff in there. If it does, I don't want to put it on there, because then I'm going to get all types. It looks straight through. I'm looking straight through it right now, and it looks to be straight through. It's not that triple barrel high flow stuff. So yeah. Okay, cool. So I can put this one on this machine and I'll be good to go. And I printed a little thing, a little socket thing for this thing. And it's in the other room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the socket that comes with the K2 Plus thing here. Little toolkit. I can't remember which one it is, so I'm going to grab both. I think it's the big one though. Yeah, it's the big one. Okay. So, man, am I going to have to re-level this thing? Yep. I don't know why I did that. Okay. And these things are very simple to swap out. And that's it right there. All you have to do. And now your nozzle is basically swapped. That's it. And you can do this on every printer that you have. Duck in a Row knows. He's in here. He has Micro Swiss Hotends. He actually bought one for his P1P or P1S today. And I don't know. Did you get that installed, Duck? Hold on. How am I going to tell this is the diamond? All it has is these little numbers right here. That's how I'm supposed to tell it's the diamond. Okay, so this is the 0.4 high flow right here because it has that little little symbol right there. So this is the high flow. And I guess the diamond, it's easy to tell because it's going to have that gray tip, and none of these are going to have that. Oh wow, and if you look at it a certain way in the light, that diamond, like the tip shines. It's really, really shiny. It catches the light. I wonder if you, oh, can you guys see that? It shines like a diamond on the tip. Wow, that's crazy. You can actually see the diamond shine. That's cool. So yeah. And it's not diamond tip for no reason. It is made with real diamond in there. Okay. So I printed a little socket for this thing. They had it at RepRap and I saw it and I was like, man, that's cool. It's just like a little socket where you can do this really quick. It's a little, I printed it out of nylon, so it's pretty strong. And that's it. And then you could just snug it up right there. Don't over tighten those guys, because when it heats up, it's going to expand and do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, don't over tighten it. Don't under tighten it, but don't over tighten it. All right, there we go. Man, I guess I'm going to re-level the bed, I guess, because the chances that these nozzles are just a tad different is highly likely. Because anytime you do a nozzle change, you should always re-level your bed. As much as I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do all the other ones, so I'm just going to do the bed. Okay, cool. And make sure you don't have anything on there. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's something there. Yeah, make sure you don't have any filament dots or anything. Okay, I'm going to check the chat right now because I can't see it. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. Okay, binary blitz still here. Sorry, I had an accident and desiccated all over the floor. You desiccated or you defecated? Still, don't let the hot ends or nozzles come with a printed torque wrench that sets it. No, I wish they did. A printed torque wrench that sets it to 4 foot-pound. Hey, speaking of torque wrenches, check this out. So I was changing the transmission fluid in my truck, and I dropped the pan. And I'm not a mechanic. I don't do that. I do oil changes and stuff like that. But as far as mechanical stuff, no, I don't work on cars. But everyone gave me a crazy quote to do it on my truck. I don't. Some of you guys may have seen my truck. I've got an F-250 Black Widow. Uh, I had it custom built at Ford, and it's all jacked up with 37 tires and custom interior, running boards, all that stuff, right? And so I took it, and everyone was giving me a crazy price, right? And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna do the transmission fluid change on my own. And so I did it. I dropped the pan. Everything went so smooth. It went so smooth. And I went to go put the filter back on, and it's 2 bolts that holds the filter under there, and they have to be torqued down. So I'm not a mechanic, so I went to Harbor Freight. I bought a torque wrench. I was like, okay, cool. And I got online. I read the torque specs, and it was like 90 foot-pounds, right? And I was like, okay, cool. I set the wrench to 90 foot-pounds, and I started turning, turning, turning. And then I was like, man, it just kept turning. And finally, pop, I snapped the head off the bolt, right? In my transmission. So I was devastated. I was like, what am I gonna do? And so I called my buddy. I was like, hey man, he's a mechanic. I said, this what happened. And he's like, well, how much torque were you putting on? I said, 90 foot-pounds. That's what it says. He's like, dude, he said, 90 foot-pounds is a lot for a little boat like that. He said, do you know how much 90 foot-pounds is? I said, no, I don't have a clue how much 90 foot-pounds is. And he's like, dude, that is a lot. He's like, it's like way more. He said, it's probably more than you would put on a lug nut. And I'm like, oh. And he said, send me a picture of that. So I sent him a picture, and it was 90 Newton meters or nanometers or something. It wasn't foot-pounds. It was the one that's lighter or whatever that is. So yeah, it was supposed to be like basically hand tight. And I did it 90 foot-pounds, and I twisted the head off of it. Well, the good news was when I twisted the head off of that bolt, it basically, the shaft was left inside my transmission. Oh no, I took it out. So my truck sat in my driveway for 2 days because I just knew. I called welders, I called machinists, I called all these people, and I finally had a guy come look at it. I'm like, dude, it snapped off. I need you to get it out, right? And he bullshitted for like 2 days, and finally I got under there, and I was like, man, my mechanic buddy, he told me, he's like, dude, if the head stripped off and you snapped it off, that's what holds the tension on the bolt inside the transmission. With the head off, then the shaft should just be in there hand tight because there's nothing holding pressure on it. And sure enough, dude, I got under there, and I put like this piece of rubber on it because it still had like a little jagged edge sticking out. I put a piece of rubber on there, I turned it, and it came right out. It was hand tight, and I took it out. I went to Ford, bought the other bolt, and put it in hand tight. And I did my transmission fluid change. So yeah, it was sick. But yeah, I've cheated before and tack welded a sacrificial wrench to the bolt. Got a cheater bar. Yeah, yeah, that'll work. That's what I was trying to get them to do, but nobody wanted to do it because of where it's at. All the transmission wires were right there. And they're like, dude, if we heat it up, we're gonna melt your transmission wires, the housing. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was a mess, dude. Thank God that I was able to take it out. It was so good. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the other room. I'm gonna switch you guys. I wonder if I do this. Hey, you guys are close. Okay, I'll switch you around. Yeah, it went from cheap, expensive back to cheap. Yeah, definitely did that. Okay, this is the K1. We're not doing that. That one's used. That one's used. These 2 hot ends are going to go here. Put these back in here for a rainy day or a giveaway. Somebody said giveaway. I'm scared to give them away because then if something happens, I don't have any backup. But maybe I'll just keep one or something. I don't need 3 hot ends. Okay. That diamond nozzle, where you at? Oh, I used it. Okay. All right, diamond nozzle here. These are new. Take my tools. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys down the hall. And I am moving to a new studio, guys. I have outgrown this house, and these, I'm taking up 2 rooms in my house. And yeah, I've outgrown it. So yeah, we're signing the paperwork on it this week. And yeah, we will be going to a whole other place. So I'll be in one big building versus 2 rooms in my house. So yeah, it's time. It is time. So this thing is so short, so little. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to angle you guys up. Now this ought to be interesting because I haven't worked on the bamboo at all. The crealities, I know them inside and out. I can work on those things with my eyes closed because I've worked on them so much. And this one I'm gonna have to do it on my knees. Okay. And one thing I don't like about this thing is when you take off the head, it stays attached because there's a wire. And so on my bamboo, I actually did a mod right here. If you can see, if you see the pink and the blue right there. So I did the LED mod on my bamboo where this bamboo lights up red and blue or pink and blue or whatever. And then this is a mod as well. It's a stupid mod. I need to take it off. Okay, let's take this hot end off. They actually make a mod that holds this so it's not hanging on the wire. But to me, as much as I like this machine, that is the one thing I do hate about it. Is like, what do you do with this? Just wedge it up here and let it dangle on the wire or what? Damn, that pisses me off. Oh, man. What's the best way? Okay, there we go. We're going to do that. There we go. Now I need my wrench. Sorry, guys. I got to get my wrench. So this room is full of review stuff and filament and all kinds of stuff. So like a lot of these filaments are for a filament compilation video that I'm about to do. You guys will see that where I 3D print. I'm probably going to use the Benchy coin, and I'm going to use every one of these filaments and 3D print a Benchy coin and show you guys all the special filaments, what they do, what they look like, how much they cost, all that stuff. I have a bunch of cool stuff in that corner. These are just all regular filaments. I have a new K2 Plus door right there for this. This is my auction printer. I got this thing for 500 bucks at an auction, and it looked like it fell off the back of a truck when I got it. And I replaced the door, replaced the screen, and I think that's all I did to it. Yeah, that's all I did. And it was basically brand new, but yeah, the only bad thing is if you look right here at the top, it's got these scratches all right here. But this is going to be I'm actually going to take this frame and I'm going to paint it white. This is going to be a custom white K2 Plus. It's going to be sick. It's going to be white and black. So here's the little wrench for the micro Swiss hot ends right here. So yeah, this is, you'll need to print one of these. I printed this out of bamboo PC. It's a clear black, and it's right there. It's polycarbonate right there. And for those of you who like to keep your beds clean, I would highly suggest doing one of these. This thing is sick. And I did this out of this cookie CAD is just, that doesn't even look 3D printed, right? That cookie CAD just came out so good. And so I did this, and then you basically fill this up with alcohol. Now, my alcohol evaporated, so I don't know if I did something wrong. So you fill that up with alcohol, and then you can just wipe down your bed, and that's what I use it for. And I accidentally printed two bases. So now I just use this base to sit on top of there. And then you just take it, shake it up, and then just run it over your bed before you print, and you'll never have any issues. I never have issues with bed adhesion. It's just always great because I always keep my beds clean. I don't touch them, and I use Vision Miner nanopolymer on there. So you'll be good if you're using that stuff and using alcohol wipes. You're good. All right. I think I can put you guys right there. You're gonna be looking up, but I am too. I'm down here on my knees. I got to do this. Now I've never worked on a bamboo before. I guess we're gonna see how easy it is to change their hot end, because I've always used Creality, but Bamboo sent this X1C out for us to check out, and that's what we're doing. We're checking it out. They saw my video, the bamboo video that I posted, and they emailed me and we had a discussion, and I agreed to check out their printer and do some firmware stuff and see if what everybody's saying is true. There we go. But they said it's not and that they can prove it. And so if they can, then hey, I'm more than happy to make that video as well. Is that all I need to do here on the bamboo? Probably should have Googled that first. So that's off. I feel like there's one more. Oh, you know what? I need to extract filament, I think. I might have messed up. No, there's no filament. I don't think. No, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, no filament. I don't have any in there. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat. Who's got the X1C in the chat? Let's see. Glad it worked out for you. Went from cheap. Is that a geek babe? Yeah, it is. Where's it at? I don't know what I do. Oh, it's in the other room, I guess. Yeah, it's a geek babe. Yeah, I'm definitely a mechanic, bro. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, I feel like. So, hey, on the X1C, can somebody Google real quick? B550. Oh, okay. Bet. Yeah, Geek Babe's sick, man. They're good stuff. Is it just two? I really don't want to sit here and struggle with this thing to try to figure it out. So somebody Google for me real quick. I'm gonna try to figure it out while you guys are looking. I want to say it's just one. It is just one. I mean, just those two. Yep, that's all it was. Okay, I got it. I just wasn't sure. Now I need to get those wires out. I'm taking this mod off. This mod is useless. Don't do this if you have X1C. It's pointless. That was a waste of polycarbonate. Okay. Oh, this one has three. Okay. Let's see. Are these? Oh, they just pull out too. They don't have the little safety clasp. That one does. No, it didn't. Okay. So there it is. There's the bamboo, and I bet you I'm gonna have to put this fan on the other one, but that's okay. All right, where are we at? Now here's the bamboo. Let's put you guys back up here. Okay, yeah, that's what the Google said. Cool. Well, that's how it happened. So if not, I guess I would have broke it. Where's my knife? Okay, can we use knives on YouTube? I don't know. But this is a box opener, not a knife. Okay, let's see here. See what we get in the box. Bunch of stuff. We don't read instructions. highly suggest you guys read instructions. Oh, this one comes with it. What? None of the other ones came with it. Only the bamboo one came with the little thing. I had to print it. Wow. Why does it only come with the bamboo? That is weird. Okay. So yeah, see, I printed mine. Mine's a little bit different. And mine's out of polycarbonate. This one's probably, I don't know, what's that look like? It's a matte, whatever it is. I don't know. Either way, it feels just as strong as mine. Okay, we're gonna have to transfer the fan. So yeah, that's gonna go like that. Okay. That's two. Cool. Or are we gonna need a different? Nope, that fits perfect. Oh wow, that was loose already. The fan bolt was pretty loose. Okay, let's see. Yeah, those fan bolts are loose. Okay, we're gonna take that off. Oh, the sticker. Okay, now we're gonna put this back on. It's really simple, guys, to do these hot ends, to swap them out with the Flotech. They make it so simple. And I did the light mod on this X1C. I put light kits on every printer that I get. Every printer I get. And I haven't owned a printer yet that came with adequate lighting. So I'm working on coming out with a light kit with Big Tree Tech right now. And we're in discussion. And they, hopefully, if we can get it all agreed upon, they will be producing the Stay Ready to 3D print light kits from now on, so I don't have to. Right now, I'm still personally making all the light kits that are on the website, and hopefully, if Big Tree Tech and I can come to an agreement, then they'll be making them, and the price will lower because they can make them cheaper than I can, and so my light kits, they'll be cheaper, which is awesome for you guys. Okay, there we go. All right, I guess that's it. It's gonna go in like this. I might have to. Yeah, you guys can't even see that, huh? Okay. I'm just gonna get the screws in there, I guess. Okay, now these did have Loctite on them, so you might want to go back with Loctite on these. Why did I do that? That was not smart. Okay, you want to bend these wires out of the way. Okay. Yeah, so keep in mind these, okay, sorry, these wires, you're going to have to bend these wires down because they are going to go up against the bottom of the extruder. And so you're definitely going to have to bend them down. So you'll do that and it fits in there snug so it stays. All right, I'm going to take you guys out so you can see a little better. There we go. I'm going to try to prop you guys up right here. Is it blurry? Yes. Come on, focus. All right, that's not going to work. Yeah, you see that blue at the end? They definitely had Loctite on them. Yeah, so this is amazing. So now I can use the same nozzle that I use on my K2 Plus. I can use it on my X1C as well. And any other printer that has the Flotech hot end. So we'll be good to go. is that not going in? Okay. It must be off just a little bit. Oh, this one came with different screws. I just noticed that. Why didn't you say something, Blitz? This one came with different screws. So I'm wondering if... I don't think... These look totally different than those. So, okay. I guess we'll have to bust out the instructions. Do we need to swap out the screws? That's question of the day. Okay. I'm going to put you guys here, and we're going to check out these instructions together. Okay. PLA. Oh, these are tips for printing. Change filament G code. Oh, it says on here for the bamboo, you might have to change your retraction. Updating to the latest version of the slicer and starting with default system presets under printer settings for your model. The change filament G code can be found in the machine G code tab of the printer. Long retraction when cut, experimental. Some older versions of Bamboo Studio and Orca Slicer have a long retraction coded into the change filament G code. This retraction will occur even if the setting is disabled under filament settings. We recommend updating to the latest version of the slicer and starting with system defaults. Okay, so here's an example of long retraction and disabled long retraction. Okay, so yeah, long retraction will bring it all the way up to here. Disabled, it stops halfway in the heatsink. Okay. A long retraction can pull softened filament into the cutter, causing it to deform instead of being cut cleanly. This can lead to the filament getting stuck and potentially causing an AMS failure. Okay, so that's something to be aware of for the Bamboo X1C. Okay, so these aren't the instructions. Those are just printing tips. This must be the instructions here. I need to know if I'm changing those screws, if I have to or not. If I don't have to, then I won't. Reinstall the magnetic fan. Nozzle replacement. Press the filament cutter lever on the left side of the print head. Detach the magnetic fan shroud. Put the silicone sock off the here core. Secure Flotech hotend to the carriage using the original mounting screws. Okay, if I'm using the original mounting screws, then why did you give me two other screws? That's confusing. So what are these for if you're using the original mounting screws? I don't get that. Because these aren't even the same size. They're totally different. And then they don't even tell you what they're for. So okay, let's get that bad boy in there. Jesus. Okay. I think we got that. So, man, this is horrible because this printer is so low that it makes filming very hard. So you guys can see. Okay, so this one's going to go back up top. Not focusing. Okay. And all of these little plugs right here, they only fit in one Like they're all different sizes, so you can't like accidentally plug it into the wrong one, which is cool. But you can put it in the wrong way though. Well, no, you can't. They only fit one way, but you can try to put it in the wrong way. I think that goes like that. Oh, yep, that's the fan. Okay, there's the fan. And again, make sure you unplug your printers, guys. And this is the only one that's gonna need to be changed up. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Well, that's a different plug, isn't it? No. Nope, same plug. Okay. I'll try to do this. I'm having trouble here. I need to push it back here so I can get some leverage on this thing. Okay, there we go. All right, we got all those plugged in. Now we just need to bend our wires and get those nice and neat. And the hot end's in there and we're good to go. Hot end has been swapped. There we go. Okay. So these screws, these little bolts here, have no idea what they're for. You attach the fan to the new hot end by using the two new screws. Oh, they're for the fan. Okay. Well, I already used the factory screws, so that's what we went with. Apparently, it's not a huge deal because they fit and everything went back. So, yeah. I might change. I might change them later. I don't know, but if it's working, I mean, what does it matter, right? I would think. Oh, here's all the things. So here's all the nozzles. The Flotech brass plated. So the ones that I have in here, the ones that come with the hot end are the CHT high flow nozzle. That's what comes with the hot end. And I'll be swapping most of those out for the CM2, which is a hardened tip nozzle. And then on a couple of these, I'll be adding the Diamondback, which is a diamond tip nozzle. Yeah, I won't be using the high flow very much. So I'll just keep it off to the side if I need it. Okay, put this back in here. That was 0.4. I might put a 0.6 on this bamboo. I was so fed up with that 0.4. I use a lot of 0.6. 50 hours in and I'm still hungry. Cool. Well, we're about to feed you some filament, sir. I think we're good. Let's bring this back up here. Okay. Let's put this baby back on. Okay. And you'll see that light here in just a sec. That's weird because for MicroSwift PDF for the X1C, it says torque the nozzle using the included 3D printed torque wrench until you feel it click once. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we need to change the nozzle, honestly. I forgot about that. Yeah, because this one's going to be a 0.4, I believe. They come with the 0.4. Yeah, a 0.4. So, what is it? Lefty loosey? Yeah. See, so much easier with this thing versus using a wrench. And that's really easy to change now if you have this little tool. That makes life so much easier. That one's a 0.4. we're gonna put the 0.6 diamond on here, I guess. There we go. Yeah, and see that's a high flow. They all come with high flows. If you see that little sign on the tip right there, let me see if you can see it. See that? That's the high flow. You can see it. That little insignia of whatever that is. Oh no, I think I need to bring a diamond. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get a diamond. So I'm gonna go over here. And on the diamond, you can tell because it'll have a 0.6 right there on the back. That's what that is. This one's 0.4. Did I use a 0? No, I didn't. Did I do that? This one has the diamond, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I put the 0.4 on here. Okay, that's right. I was like, man, I keep a 0.4 on that machine. So yeah. Okay, here we are. Waves pneumatic ratchet gun. Menacing at the hot end. That's good. Yeah, I need a pneumatic ratchet. I don't even have a so I use Milwaukee tools, and that's one tool that I do not have is a ratchet, an electric ratchet. All right, let's put you right here. There you go. Oh, thank God this one isn't down in the rubber, so it'll be easy. I wonder if I should put that in there. Nope, I'm not, because I'll forget. Okay. Put this bad boy on, and this is how simple it is. If I can, I'm having more trouble with the camera than I am anything. And so your hot end right here is going to get loose anytime you loosen the nozzle. Not a big deal. It's supposed to be like that. And when you tighten the nozzle, that is what tightens down everything. So I like to just put my finger there just so I don't put a little unnecessary wear and tear on it. And then you'll take your little handy dandy tool. So there it is. It's not going to click. I don't know what click they're talking about. I mean, I tightened it down really good. I've never heard them click, so I really don't know what that's about. So there we go. We're done. Now you're going to see that light mod that I was telling you about. I'm going to pull this around here. Okay, let's put this on. I got to print a mod for that. So when I take this off, it hangs right here. I don't like the fact that it's dangling on those wires. That is horrible, horrible, horrible design. Okay, so let's take that off. There we go. I just regurgitate the info, not write it. Do you know why the offset of my K2 is always wrong? I have to adjust it every time I use it. Yeah, that's, you should never have to really adjust it, honestly. Have you tried resetting your printer like to factory resets? Because your Z offset, really, honestly, unless you're doing some type of modifications, it should be what it is. You shouldn't be messing with it, honestly. And I mean, you do at times, but mostly you don't. All right, so we're gonna go here. Let's see. Uh, so this bamboo thing is print calibration toolbox device self test. Nope, that's not it. So I like the user interface on this Bamboo. So it's so nice. And I it came with the AMS, and I actually bought the AMS 2 Pro at Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, and then I sold the AMS, and I never even used it. I left it in the plastic. I bought this one because it has a heater. So this thing, as you can see, I'm sitting at 21 on that bad boy. Good to go. Yeah, Augustine, you might try resetting your printer, buddy. Man, where do you set the thing? The calibration. Print calibration? Oh, okay, here it is, yeah. We don't need all that. We just need the bed. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up, Tulsa? Yeah, I haven't been live lately, man. It's not you, man. It's me for sure. I have not been live, so that's why you haven't caught me live. But yeah, it started out like at 10 something, I think, and I'm just still here. I'm installing these micro Swiss hot ends on all the machines. They just came out with the Creality K2 Plus micro Swiss hot end, and I've got one on all of the K2 Pluses and the X1C now, and I still have to do the K1 Plus, so I'm not doing that tonight. So yeah. And that's what it is. Oh man, I just almost broke the door on the X1. Jeez, that would have been horrible. So check out this thing. I love this. This is probably one of the coolest little things that I printed lately. And this is printed with Cookie CAD, the Elixir series. I love that Elixir series. That's what this is right here. As you can see, I printed it with a holographic P-flat sheet, and it just looks absolutely sick. It doesn't even look 3D printed, man. Like, it's just so smooth and glass. I didn't polish it either. That's what it is right there. Dude, I almost did it. This door was open just like that, and when I walked by, my arm caught it, and it just kind of flapped back and forth. Thank God I didn't snap it. But yeah, so this thing, I'm always losing it, so I made one like this, and I just lock it right there, and it kind of serves as an extra handle too. Bamboo, it comes with this blade, and then I printed these little button caps. There's two bolts right here, and I printed these button caps for there. Let's see, I've modded a bunch on this printer since I've gotten it. That's all I've done with this printer is print mods for itself, basically. And so I printed this out of polycarbonate. I did all of these out of polycarbonate, the clear black polycarbonate right there. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I did the upgraded wipe nozzle back there. I don't know if you could see it or not. If you see it right there, it's straight back where that black thing is. That's 3D printed. And then I did a upgraded spool holder in the back. Let's see if we can see that. Yeah, so I printed that one. It has ball bearings, or it has roller bearings on it. So this has a roller, and it has bearings versus, because it comes with just like a what you call it. It's just a metal bracket, and now it's removable. So it just clips in like this. I could take it off, and it clips in just like that. So I'll show you guys how it looks. I might do one of these for the K2 Plus. I'm not sure, but oh my goodness. So if you see right here, see it has bearings in there, and so instead of the filament just creating all this friction, and if you have a cardboard spool, it'll create a mess as well. Now it's going to roll nice and smooth, and it's using the factory metal piece here. And all I did was add the end piece with the bearing and the roller, and then this little clipping thing. It just clips right in, and you can take it off if you don't need it. And it's real simple, as you can see. It just clips right in. Good to go. And this AMS, I've got it plugged in with a power cord because it has a heater built in, just like the Creality CFS should have, but it doesn't. So, okay, calibration complete. There we go. Cool. So we got that done. All right. There we go. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I think that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Blitz, I appreciate you hanging out. You've been here pretty much the whole stream, so that's cool, man. And Blitz dropped the first super chat for Stay Ready to 3D Print. Super cool. I totally forgot I even had super chats enabled. And I guess Blitz was over there messing around and he dropped the first super chat for the Stay Ready to 3D Print channel ever. So super cool. So we appreciate you, Blitz. See. Oh, and I'm not sure how. Is this real? 6,013 likes? How the hell did that happen? He said, I got a reputation to maintain. Yeah. Well, you did it, bro. Can someone tell me the 6,013? Are you guys seeing the same thing? Is it 6,013 likes? That's not even possible. Like that's not possible with the amount of people that's been in there. Okay, it's probably bots, and yes, I see it. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. That is strange. Cool, but whatever. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Anything you guys need before I go? I see 6K. That is strange. Yeah, for sure. It is weird. I can't think of anything. Events coming up. So be on the lookout for CES footage. Now it's kind of basically at this point irrelevant for me to post my CES footage because the Creality Highs already came out, the Ender 5 Max has already came out, and the CFS upgrade kit has already came out. So all the stuff you're gonna see in my CES video is basically pointless. But I've spent a lot of money going on that trip, and I'm gonna post my trip. So I do have rapid TCT footage coming up. That video is almost done. And then I have Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. That footage is in the works. And then I don't think I'll be posting much from New York because that was more of a creator event versus a 3D printing event. And events coming up, I think it's gonna be I'm gonna look into open source. We're still thinking about going to that. And then my biggest interest, multi quick swaps coming out that make a Prusa XL blush and a roll of that MorphX. Yeah, I'll let you guys know when the MorphX drops. You guys in the Discord, you'll be the first to know. Obviously, you guys have seen way more of the MorphX than anybody has. So yeah. Let me see what else. What else? If you're thinking about like getting into the giveaways and stuff, you're going to want to join the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, I highly recommend getting in the Discord. Um, all the announcements, all that good stuff, it'll all be in Discord pretty much. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Videos coming up. I have, let me see on the wall here. I have the Jenny Hoyos video coming up where I 3D print famous YouTubers. I've got a couple of famous YouTubers that I 3D printed. You're going to see that video. CES Rapid TCT video. I've got the Prusa Core 1 review coming up. I've got the Creality High 6-month overview coming up. Not 6-month. No, 90 day. I got the Creality High 90-day overview coming up. And then I have a longer Nano Pro laser review. And then I have the all new Algo Laser Pixie laser review. It just came out. I don't know if it's in the stores yet, but it might be. I don't know. And then I'll be doing a Sovo SVO7 Plus review. And then what else do we got? Oh, the Creality Falcon A1 Pro. It'll be here in 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I'll be doing the Falcon A1 Pro review. And I think that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, guys. I'm gonna end the live with that. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll try to start going live more. I just need to get content done. I'm behind on videos, crazy. So yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'll post the video soon. We'll see you guys, and don't forget, stay ready to 3D print.